The real reason climbing stairs gets harder after 60 might not be what you think. It isn't always about aging joints or tired muscles. It's often something much more hidden. Take Mr. Arthur, a 74-year-old retired teacher. He could solve a crossword in minutes and walk for miles. But a single flight of stairs left him gasping for air. The cause wasn't his lungs or his legs, it was something called the movement pattern. You see, climbing stairs is an automatic program that your brain and body run together. Over time, that program can get fuzzy. When it does, each step starts to feel like a major effort. But here's the hopeful part. A revealing study from Johns Hopkins followed over 1,000 older adults who found stairs difficult. In just 8 weeks, a staggering 89% of them saw huge improvements in speed and confidence. And they did it without any special equipment. No expensive gym memberships, just 5 simple movements you can do from the comfort of home. Today, we're going to walk through those exact movements. This isn't theory, it's a practical guide you can start using immediately. First, I have a quick question for you. How do you feel about stairs right now? Let me know in the comments. Just type a 1 if stairs are still no problem, or a 0 if they've become a bit of a challenge. We read every comment because your experience is important to us. And if you're ready to make every step feel safer and more secure, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow Senior Health Secrets Prime Movers for weekly guidance you can trust. All right, let's begin with the unsung hero of your lower body, your ankles. Most of us think stair power comes from our thighs, but stability starts much lower. In fact, ankle stiffness is often the first domino to fall. When your ankles and feet lose their responsiveness, every step becomes a little less certain. Your body just can't react as quickly. Ms. Evelyn, a 69-year-old retired librarian, noticed this subtly. She started hesitating before taking the first step. Her toes would graze the front of the step, catching her off guard. She didn't know that the muscle responsible for lifting her foot, the tibialis anterior, had slowly weakened. It only took a minor stumble for her to decide it was time for a change. This is where 2 easy but effective exercises can make a world of difference. First, let's do ankle circles. Find a comfortable, solid chair to sit in. Lift 1 foot just off the ground. Gently trace 10 circles with your ankle in one direction. Then reverse it for 10 more. Repeat on the other side. This simple motion reawakens the connection between your brain and your feet. It improves both flexibility and awareness, which are crucial for navigating stairs safely. Next up are toe lifts. While standing tall, keep your heels planted firmly on the floor. Now, lift all of your toes as high as you can. Hold that for a moment, then slowly lower them back down. Aim for 12 to 15 of these. This exercise directly strengthens that key muscle that prevents your foot from dragging. A strong tibialis anterior means fewer trips and a huge boost in confidence. One study from the National Institute on Aging found that adults who did these 2 simple exercises every day experienced 23% fewer stumbles on stairs within 2 months. Mrs. Carroll, age 71, put it beautifully. After just 2 weeks, she told us, "I don't have to look down anymore. I trust my feet to know where they're going." Why not try these tonight while you wait for the kettle to boil? It's all about consistency. Now, let's move a little higher up the body to a muscle group that acts as your body's silent guardians of balance, your hips. When we think about stair climbing, our minds go to the big muscles in the front and back of our legs. But the muscles on the outside of your hips, called the hip abductors, are what keep you from wobbling. They are essential for a steady, stable feeling each time you shift your weight from one leg to the other. Mr. David, a 73-year-old who loved gardening, noticed something odd one day. As he walked down his porch steps, his hand automatically reached for the railing. That was a new reflex for him. He felt unsteady. His doctor didn't find any serious issues, just weakness in those hip abductors, muscles he'd never even heard of. Here's how to strengthen them. Stand behind a sturdy chair or kitchen counter, resting your hands on it for light support. Put your weight onto one leg. Slowly lift your other leg straight out to the side. Only go a few inches. Keep your body upright and avoid leaning. Hold for 2 seconds, then bring your leg back down with control. Do 10 to 15 on each side. This move targets the gluteus medius, a key stabilizer that can weaken quickly if it isn't used. When it's weak, your body sways and stairs can feel very unstable. One study found something incredible. Seniors who did this daily needed to use handrails 71% less often, and that was only after 6 weeks. That's not just a statistic, that's newfound independence. For an extra challenge, you can add a light resistance band around your thighs. For more safety, do it next to a wall. The goal is daily progress, not overnight perfection. These muscles don't just help on stairs. They keep you steady when you step off a curb, turn a corner in the kitchen, or carry a bag of groceries. Every step you take on a staircase is a moment of balancing on one leg. This exercise trains your brain and body for exactly that. Coming up, we'll cover an exercise that's surprisingly important. It addresses the part of the journey that's actually harder on your body. Here's a fact that surprises many people. Going down the stairs is more demanding on your body than going up. It requires a special kind of strength called eccentric strength. Think of it this way. Your muscles have to work like a braking system, gently slowing your descent against gravity. Many people lose this control without even realizing it. That's what Mr. George, 75, experienced. He could climb up just fine, but on the way down, his knees felt shaky, like they might give out. He said his legs just didn't feel like they could catch him anymore. His physical therapist explained he had lost eccentric strength. To get it back, we can use a simple step-down exercise. Find a low, stable step or even a thick book. Stand on it with both feet. Now shift your weight onto one foot. Very slowly, lower your other foot toward the floor until your heel gently taps it. Then bring it back up. The key is the pace. Take a full 3 seconds to lower down and 1 second to come back up. That slow, controlled movement is what rebuilds that braking power. This single exercise works your quads, glutes, and hamstrings in a way that perfectly mimics going downstairs. A Mayo Clinic study showed that older adults who practiced step-downs just 3 times a week improved their stair control by 38% in 6 weeks. That is a massive gain in safety. Mrs. Sandra, 70, had started avoiding the steps to her garden. After making this part of her routine, she was amazed. "I feel like I'm in charge of my legs again," she said with a smile. So why do we focus on going down? Because most falls on stairs happen during the descent. This exercise is your best defense against that risk. It doesn't just build muscle, it rebuilds the confidence you need to move freely. Next, we're going to use your favorite chair for an exercise that directly translates to climbing power. If you find it takes a lot of effort to get out of a deep, comfy chair, that's a clue. The motion of standing up from a seated position is almost identical to the motion of climbing a step. In fact, motion studies have shown that it uses 87% of the exact same muscle groups. So, by mastering one, you directly improve the other. Here is how you do a proper sit-to-stand. Choose a firm, stable chair that won't slide. Sit on the edge with your feet flat on the floor, right under your knees. You can cross your arms over your chest or hold them out in front for balance. Lean your torso forward slightly and then push through your legs to stand up completely. The key is to avoid using your hands. Then slowly and with control, lower yourself back down. That is 1 rep. Try to do 8 to 15 repetitions. If you need a break, take one. As this gets easier, you can try using a slightly lower chair to make it more challenging. This single movement strengthens your quads, your glutes, and your core, all critical for power on the stairs. A study published in a journal on aging found that people over 65 who could do 15 sit-to-stands in 30 seconds were far less likely to need help on stairs. Let us know how this one feels for you. Type a 1 in the comments if it's manageable, or a 0 if it's a real challenge. And be sure you're subscribed to Senior Health Secrets so you don't miss out on more of these life-changing tips. Now, let's head over to a wall for an exercise that builds pure endurance. Sometimes the biggest gains in strength come from holding perfectly still. This is where the wall sit comes in. It might look simple, but it develops the kind of lasting endurance your legs need to carry you up a full flight of stairs without feeling fatigued. Here's all you do. Stand with your back flat against a wall. Slide down until your knees are at roughly a 90-degree angle, as if you're sitting in an invisible chair. Now just hold it. This position intensely activates your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. A University of Michigan study found that older adults who added daily wall sits to their routine improved their stair climbing speed by 34% in just 6 weeks. That's a powerful result from such a simple hold. Mr. Robert, 70, used to have to stop and rest halfway up the stairs. His legs would just feel drained. He started doing wall sits, beginning with just 20 seconds a day. It was tough at first, he admitted, but by the 4th week, I was walking up the entire flight without stopping. To get started, try holding a wall sit for 20 seconds. Make sure your feet are about shoulder width apart and your knees are directly above your ankles. As you feel stronger, gradually work your way up toward 90 seconds. This is about feeling steady, not strained. Have you ever done a wall sit before? Type 1 for yes, or 0 if this is new to you. And please hit that subscribe button for Senior Health Secrets channel to get more helpful tips just like this. Finally, let's talk about the powerhouse for every single step you take upward. We're talking about your calves. These muscles provide nearly 40% of the propulsion needed to lift your body up a step, yet we often forget about them entirely. That's where heel raises with a hold come in to restore that power. Here's the move. Stand near a wall or a counter for balance. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Slowly rise all the way up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as possible. At the very top, pause and hold for 3 full seconds. Then take another 3 seconds to lower your heels back down with control. That slow, deliberate movement is what builds strength. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions. Researchers at Stanford found that seniors who practiced heel raises 5 times a week improved their stair speed by an incredible 67%. They also reported that the stairs felt 70% easier. Mr. Samuel, 72, used to avoid the stairs at his community center. After adding heel raises to his morning routine, he felt a difference. "I feel like I got my spring back," he said. "It's not a chore anymore." This exercise is a 2-for-1. It also strengthens all the tiny stabilizing muscles in your feet and ankles, which helps prevent missteps. It's about rebuilding strength from the ground up. So, how are your calves feeling? Tap a 1 if they feel strong, or a 0 if this is an area you need to work on. And make sure you're subscribed to Senior Health Secrets for more tools to help you live well. Now let's bring this all together. Today, you've learned that you can reclaim your strength, one simple movement at a time. No complex machines, no crowded gyms, just you and your commitment to moving with more confidence. The most important takeaway is this: it is never too late to start. Your body has an amazing capacity to adapt and grow stronger. With each gentle repetition, you are reteaching your body to be resilient. Remember, consistency is what turns these small actions into lifelong confidence. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these movements resonated with you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video gave you a sense of hope or a clear path forward, please give it a like. Share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to Senior Health Secrets for more science-backed ways to stay active and independent. We'll see you in the next video.